Okay, boys, well, this is it. Your absolute last chance, your last day to get 100x entries to win this amazing Twister Orange GT500. If you want to take this car home, you get the title to this car in your name, free and clear, you own the car, and you get 30K on top. If that sounds good, if you want to own this car, you should enter right now because 100x is, as always, our biggest multiplier and it never comes back. So right now is, in fact, the best bang. You're getting the best bang for your buck when it comes to taking this car and the cash home. Check out the website, get something cool, get yourself a key tag, a wallet, a keychain, a sticker, a t-shirt that helps out a great cause, whatever you want on there. Get something cool and get yourself locked in to win right now. You could be our next winner. It really is that easy. But again, you gotta enter right now. So don't wait one more time. Hit that link down below and good luck, guys. Good luck. You'll love this car. All right, guys, good morning and welcome back to the channel. Hope all of you are having a great day. Today, sadly, is not a fun day. I have some bad news to share, as I'm sure you have seen in the title by now. Now, to be fair, I buy a lot of cars, at least cars and trucks, at least 2 a month. And to be fair, I rarely have any issues. I buy from private sellers, I buy from dealers, auction, and I don't normally make uploads about it because it's non-eventful. The car or the truck is good and everything is fine. But once in a while, something bad does happen. And yes, today sadly is one of those days. I got essentially fully scammed on this Hellcat here, as you'll see. Now, whenever I buy a car, of course, I always do my research. I look at the vehicle condition report. Private seller, you kind of got to do your own research, but from a dealer or auction, there is always a full report. And I got to check the title, make sure it's not a theft, recovery, or a flood vehicle or something like that. Make sure it hasn't been in any accidents and make sure the condition overall is good. Now, any used car, even a new car, has little things here and there. You know, that's normal. Little rock chips, scratches, even small dents. I can get those fixed. That's not a big deal. But when I get a car, whether it's for me or for the company, for you guys, I make sure it's good because I don't give anything away that I wouldn't drive. So it's got to be good. It's got to be in good condition, no accidents, no title issues, anything like that. And on the condition report for this car here, the condition was noted as excellent. So excellent condition. That's the highest level. No issues, no problems. Now, even for excellent, you would expect maybe tiny little things like a little rock chip here or there, something small. But as you'll see, there's a lot wrong with this car. And I think I fully believe this car was in an accident of some kind and possibly even stolen, which is kind of wild, and you'll see why I think that in a second. Now, I did, full disclosure, I did think about putting the dealer name on blast here, but they say they didn't know. They say they got the car from auction, it sat in a lot, and then they relisted the car. So they say they didn't actually look at it, which to me is still negligence, because how can you not at least look at the car when you get it? But some big dealers, they operate that way, so I'm not going to put them on blast, but I do think they knew, and I think they also tried to hide stuff, which you'll see here in a second. But I will give them the benefit of the doubt here, but I do think they knew. So let's get into this. How did I get scammed on this Hellcat? Now, I paid 90 grand for this car, so it was very much at the price point where it should be good. It should be a good car, and it's a 2020 with 6,000 miles. And it's a $100,000 car. So, it's not like a Nissan Altima with 6,000 miles where maybe that was a rental car or something. Like this should not be a tough 6,000 miles. It should be in really good shape. That's low mileage and a pretty new car. But the damage on here is nuts. Let's start with why I think it might have been a theft vehicle. Let's take a quick look here at the back. Now you'll see, because Hellcats are stolen often, as we know, they started doing locking lugs. They put a security lug on the wheels, right, on the lugs, and it should look like that. Well, you can see what this one looks like. So it should look like that. This one is destroyed, and you can actually see where they hammered a socket onto it to get this off. Now, I don't know if that means they tried to steal it and couldn't, or if it got stolen and then put back on, the wheels got put back on, I don't know. But what I can say is that's not a good sign. And here's the kicker. The dealer took pictures of the wheels, and they took a picture of the front left, which is good, right? And they took a picture of the back left, or the back right, which is good. So the dealer took pictures of those two, the back right and the front left, but not the other two, right? So they didn't take a picture of that one or this one, which isn't as bad, but you can see they did the same thing there. So that's just a bad sign, but not the worst. You'll see it gets much, much worse. Now for the front. It's going to be hard to show this, but the bumper, you can tell by the orange peel, was absolutely repainted. That is not Dodge quality paint. I've had a lot of Dodges, and while their paint isn't, you know, Ferrari quality, it's pretty good, and it doesn't look like that. You can see this bumper was repainted for sure. I looked down here. This is hanging off. So I saw this, and I was like, oh, wow, you know, it's got the protector on there, so it's got to be in good shape. No, I think they put this on after, because it's all chewed up underneath. The whole thing is chewed up, and I think they put this on to make it look like it was new and not damaged, but actually there is damage underneath this protector. And you can see the whole thing is, I'm barely touching it, right? Barely. And the whole thing is just flopping around. When you drive, it flops around. You can see that doesn't look good. It's completely separate. The whole bumper moves. And again, I'm barely pressing this. And look at that. It's completely separate. It's completely separated here. That's not even connected. Like, it's all broken. The whole thing is broken. Like, that's terrible. In here, it's destroyed. You can see how this whole piece is just hanging, like it's just hanging on there. It's not mounted. These things are coming out. I don't want to damage it more because we'll talk about that, but I did get a refund on the car, and I'm taking it back right after I film this, but you can see this is all flopping around in there. You can hear it. It's terrible. The whole thing is terrible. All over the car, there are huge scratches, and you can see somebody tried to put paint on it, but it's not even paint matched paint. Like, how hard is that? I get Touch of Paint all the time. You can order it online. It gets to you in 2 days. They couldn't even do that. Like, they put some other random red paint they just had laying around. They were like, all right, here's red. And they put this horrible red paint here. And you can see there are scratches all over the roof. Now, how does that happen? I could see a rock chip on the front or the side, but how do you get all these giant big scratches? And you can see that on the camera, I think pretty good here in the sun. How do you get all these huge scratches and dents on the hood? The whole hood, or sorry, the roof is dented as well. I don't know if you can tell. So dents and scratches all over the roof. The back ain't too bad. Nothing really there to show, but the scratches get worse over here on this side. Huge scratches right there. I don't know if you can see that. I'm hopeful you can, but yeah, really bad right there. And again, big scratches up on the roof. Dent over there, you can see dent right there. Up there, you can see, I don't know if you can see it. Trying to give you all the angles here. But yeah, just beat. Scratches along the whole fender. You can see there. And again, don't forget, the vehicle condition report said excellent, excellent condition. Do you call this excellent? I would say no. And again, if it was just one thing, like just the scratches on one fender, I could fix that. But I got the bumper hanging off. I got scratches on basically the whole car needs a repaint. It's beyond like what I want to deal with and beyond what I should have to deal with. I paid $90K for the car. This is unacceptable. It's horrible. Huge, again, huge, look at that. Huge scratches here. Big pieces of paint missing. Scratches there. Just all over the car. Again, all over the car, not just in one spot, all over. This thing was beat. Right there on the door and on the inside, guys. The fun just keeps going here. Now, I didn't notice any of this at first because, you know, you're enjoying the car, new car, you're taking it all in. But then after I got done filming, Bailey said to me, hey, I didn't know whether to tell you on camera or not, but this car is not good. And then we found all kinds of new stuff that he didn't even see yet. Yeah, it's not good. So the car also was smoked in, I think. It smells like smoke. Which was not listed either. And then the seat has a huge hole in it. And at first I thought, oh, okay, well, the stuffing is just coming out. So I grabbed this to see how bad it was. And this is just a little piece of fuzz that somebody put in here to try to hide the giant hole. So you can see it's a burn hole there. But yeah, somebody stuffed this little piece of fuzz in here to try to make the hole not look as bad. And that's clearly on purpose. This is not even from this seat. This is fuzz from somewhere else. So yeah, somebody tried to hide the damage here. They didn't do a good job, but they tried. And just another disappointing thing with the car. So the whole body is beat. The inside is beat. Sad because it's a good car. It's a great color. Got good options, but can't do it. Can't do it. I wouldn't want this car. I'm not doing it. And luckily the auction has like a guarantee process. So I can get my money back, and we're actually getting a new one today, but yeah, I can't do it. And I know the title says, like all the title info says it's okay, but I'm not so sure there isn't more to the story here. Don't you think? Like, I feel like something else was going on. The lug nuts, the burn hole in the seat. Like, nobody who buys a $100,000 rare car treats it like this. Aren't there supposed to be stickers there? I don't know. But that's it. I got scammed on the car, and she is going back. Thank God I got my money back. Thank God I don't have to try to sue. Thank God for that auction guarantee, because I can get my money back, and we're getting a new one right now, and I'm taking this one back. So there you go. I did get scammed. It can happen to you. It can happen to anybody. I got scammed on a $90,000 Hellcat Superstock. Not good. But yeah, please tell me in the comments, do you think there's something else going on here? Like, there is more to the story. I think there is, but I want to see what you guys have to say.